So here's a comic book shop that I don't get to go to very often here in Topeka. It's changed names a couple of times, but as you can see, they have a pretty wide selection of comic books, new comics, bigger books, graded books, toys, action figures, all of that. Here's the new books. I really thought about getting that Harley Quinn facsimile. I just didn't want to spend more money than I already did today. Pretty good books there. Lots of DC. What's interesting is that I was asking him. He said that DC Comics represent about 30% more of his customers than Marvel, or it was like 70% to 30%. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he definitely said that DC Comics polls are a lot higher than Marvel, which is surprising and makes me happy. Pretty good books up there. Green Lantern, Silver Surfer 4, GSX 1, Secret Wars 8, couple Wolverine books there, First Lobo, and of course, First Wolverine up there as well. Vengeance of Bane, New Gods 1, a couple of facsimiles in there as well. Those foil facsimiles are pretty sick. What's really cool about this shop is there's a ton of books to look at all over the place, all over the walls, all around the top of the comic book shop. Here's a bunch of Superman incentives, some Batman incentives in there as well. You can buy those. Really cool Adam Hughes cover over there as well. And some more slabs. I think that's a facsimile UF4 there, but there is a real one in the shop somewhere. Some more slabs, bigger books. That first King Shark is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not bad for $100. Some more graded books over there. Some cover buys as well. And more facsimiles. There's a lot of facsimiles at this shop. I think I have too many at this point, so I decided, again, not to buy any. For Spider-Gwen over there, some pretty sick covers. Some Spider covers. More cover buys, CBCS books. I'm more of a CGC guy, but I do like, graded books. Man, those covers are pretty sick. Pretty freaking sick. And again, more cover buys as well that you can get. Again, he had these all over the top of the comic book shop, all over the whole place. Like, wherever you went, there was comics up high, down below. Definitely using up the space well, for sure. And most of these books had prices on them. Most of them did. And so it's nice, that you can look at a comic book and say, hey, that's how much it costs. Maybe I can make an offer or just pay whatever they have up there. And there's the real UF4 that I was talking about. First appearance of Miles Morales. Pretty sick set here. I don't know who the cover artist is, but man, those covers are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. More cover buys. A bigger book right there. Another bigger book right there. Ooh, that looks like a Clayton Crane over there too. And again, filling up the whole wall, filling up the whole place with bigger books, comic books everywhere. Everywhere, man. More graded books there. CBCS, PGX, mostly CGC though. This is on the back wall in the back area by where like a lot of people do some the tabletop gaming as well. Sorry, there's some glare. Just the windows are open, obviously. So, and this is a whole look at all the comic books that he still needs to go through. That is a lot of comic books for sure. A lot. More comics. I think some of these are sets that you can buy and more facsimiles as well. And then this is a pretty cool Ninja Turtles display. He said it costs a lot to have that. But yeah, it's a pretty awesome shop here. You guys can take a look again at more, graded books, more bigger books here. That first Supergirl is sick. And this is behind the counter at this comic shop. And now we're going to take a look at, I believe, some, bigger books in the bin. Oh, some graded books in the bin. Things that did not get to make the wall. Now, some of these did not have prices on them, but here's right there. I could ask if I was interested in any of those. Bigger book there. I always like when shops have a bunch of graded books. Felt like I'm going to like a little mini Comic Con. You know what I mean? And here we go. This is a look at their DC bin. Unfortunately, if you're a Marvel fan, this might be it for you. But I'm going to be going through some, the DC bins here of some of the higher price books. Some of them have prices, some of them didn't. I had to ask on a couple of them, which is fine. I do wish, shops would have prices and everything. But, I mean, you guys saw the shop. You guys saw how many comics are in here. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands. It's hard to price everything. So, of course, I had to look at the Batman books, the Flash books, all of that. But there was a book coming up here that I was really interested in possibly buying. I decided not to that day, but I might go back later and get it. It's a Green Lantern book coming up right here. Yeah. He had it listed at $40. I think it was detached from the staple on the bottom. May have been detached all around, but pretty good price. I may go back and get it. I don't need it, but it would be nice to have. He does have some trade paperbacks here, as you guys can see. Those are mostly Marvel. And here are some DC and some other, publishers as well. Amazing Fantasies is the name of the shop, and you guys are going to take a look at what I got today. First appearance of Vanilla and first appearance of Amanda Waller. I only spent $10.